Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, whenever there's a TV scene that has a dinner,
Mm-hmm.
you can cool believe it's gonna be a messed up dinner. Okay. Ain't nothing good gonna come from those dinners. So, Miss K, we
Yes.
get this dinner, and one of the very, very first big reveals was your boy Viserys
Oh
took off
God.
that damn metal mask. And Miss K, I was like, damn, the Crypt Keeper's like, I thought I was the ugliest
Woo.
fool on TV. And HBO done stepped their game up and made something even uglier. This man had a hole clear through his brain. He's missing half of his cheek. And like we already done discussed, he's only got 3 teeth left. That's all 3 different colors. That was the first explosion at this dinner, Miss K.
Yes.
Then after that, it settled down for a little bit because he said he wanted the houses that they couldn't be together if they're fighting each other, that type of thing. All right, he said all that. But then Miss K, these damn children, Lord have mercy. You had Aegon II telling Rhaenyra's baby that he don't know what it's like to have a piece of pussy. Okay?
He
That's,
was so out of line.
that's what he said. He was talking pure tea junk about this boy being a virgin, and it got so bad that his own wife got up to call him a horrible husband. Then she went and danced with Luke.
Yeah. With
Talk to me
Jake,
about
yeah, Jake.
talk to me about that dinner, Miss K. That was
Um,
the best.
I really loved how, because Helena, she always has been weird and just dropping like prophecies this whole time, right?
Yeah, she been
She
on her
don't really
Kanye
say,
West. She been
yeah,
on her
she
Kanye West.
she don't be saying nothing else but prophesying. But before she prophesied, beware the beast beneath the boards, she gets up and says, "I would like to make a toast," and I liked what she did, And
Yeah, I like it. I
even
like it.
Otto was like proud of her, like, "Good for you, darling.
Yeah,
Good for you."
yeah,
Because your brother
definitely.
is a drunk, and we know it. You know. So I really did like her getting up doing that, and then she's a sweet girl. She's innocent and all this. She doesn't care about none of this kind of stuff going on. But when Jace took her hand to go dance, I mean the slight, it was so stupid for Aegon to get offended because they're freaking hopping around. They're not even touching each other.
Right,
They're doing
right.
some type of freaking hop dance. It just looks like brother and sister fun or cousin. In this case, it's a aunt and nephew type fun.
Yes,
Even though the Targaryen way that doesn't mean
right,
nothing,
right.
But it
That
was
was the
just
Soul
fun.
Train line for them, Miss K. That was
Yes,
that was the Targaryen Soul Train line.
yeah. And the thing about it is, how you gonna look like you're offended or you're slighted about it when you was just over there being rude, saying some rude stuff to him? Then you're gonna get up and say stuff to Bayla. Like, I feel sorry for everything you're about to suffer. Like,
Right.
basically saying you're gonna get an inexperienced man, and if you want somebody, like, really, you are disgusting. How do you even know that you're satisfying?
Right. First of all, as drunk as he stay, I'm surprised that bitch get up. To
Yeah,
be honest with you,
yes,
every time you truck around, he drunk as a skunk, laid up in the bed, and he don't know he ain't satisfied nothing. For all we know, the only
yeah.
time he gets satisfied is when he take his ass and stand on a window balcony and jack off. That's the only time he
Hmm.
look like he's satisfied. He ain't drunk then, because if he
Right.
was, he'd probably fall off that window sill and bust his head to the white meat. But I enjoyed that dinner, and I thought it was ironic that Helena went and danced with you said it was Luke, right?
That was
Was it Luke?
Jace.
Jace. She went
Hmm.
and danced with Jaceres, and they looked like they were just having fun. That's
Yes.
that's all the king wanted for a last supper.
Yep.
Make no mistake, this was the last supper, ladies and gentlemen. This was the last.
Absolutely.
This was the last. When any ladies and gentlemen, let me give you guys a word of advice. If y'all go to a supper and somebody stand up and give a speech and they look like this, that is the last damn supper with that person. Okay, I'm just forewarning you. Make your arrangement, get the wheels in place, because when you start looking like this, you is basically you've got 1 foot in the grave, 1 foot out.
Oh
Now,
gosh.
Miss K, that wasn't the only thing that was seemed touching in that supper. In that supper, there was another moment of tranquility when everything calmed down, where Allison and Rhaenyra smiled at each other. they actually looked like they were starting to be happy.
Mm-hmm.
Things get a little out of control. Damon had to go check Aemon, and Rhaenyra said, "You know what? Let me get the kids home, and I can come back on Dragonback."
Right.
I interpreted that as it seemed like they was trying to get the audience to think that she was going to come back and talk to her and have like make nice. Miss K, I interpreted that as I'm coming back to blow. I'm a huff and I'm a puff and I'm gonna blow your damn house down with fire from my dragon. How did you interpret? I'm gonna come back on Dragonback.
Kind of interpreted the way she said it. I mean, I was very confused at this moment because I'm like, why y'all really still acting like y'all like each other again?
Right.
I was just like, what is this? And then even Otto had a face like, what are you doing? You saw Otto's face like, are you still trying to be friends? The king went to bed.
So Miss K, that's why I'm thinking Rhaenyra is cold, ice heart, and is saying I'm gonna come back on Dragonback to blow the bitch down. I don't think she was talking about coming back and she gonna park the dragon on the mountain and we're gonna sit there and lay under the tree and you read me a book. I don't think she's talking about none of that. Okay, that was episode 1 and 2. I'm thinking she's coming. I'm gonna blow this bitch down. But you felt like she was being sincere in saying she was gonna come back.
Just in the moment, kind of keeping with the whole, let's play nice and all that stuff. It could have just been from the writer standpoint, the show, maybe it was a foreshadowing that she didn't even foresee. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
gotcha. Like I'm coming back, but I'm coming back on Dragonback. So and it is gonna be on some puff and blow stuff.
Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen, when she come back this time, it ain't gonna be I'm gonna put this dragon down in the God's woods, and me and Allison gonna read book. It's gonna be I'm gonna huff and I'm gonna puff and I'm gonna fire breathe this bitch down. I'm gonna set this mother on fire. That's what's about to happen. So then we get my homegirl who's down with Team Blacks, Mysaria, and we find out who's one of her little whisperers is, Miss K. We saw one of her little whisperers is this chick right here that is a servant girl with the king. Yes. How are we going to be able to use this? How are we going to be able to use the information going forward that the maestro of whisperers is going to give us, my lady?
Oh boy. This can go either way. You know.
Oh no!
It could side
no.
for
Miss K. No. No. What do you mean it can go either way? No.
Well, I mean, what do you?
What? You mean to tell me Mysaria is going to turn on the blacks?
No. I'm not saying that she's going to turn on them. I'm just saying it can go either way because she's somebody who knows what's going on in King's Landing. So if she wanted to turn on anybody. Like if she was with the Greens, she could turn on the Greens and it could go to the black. You know how some people are where, remember how they said about the Tywin Lannister was never one to pick the losing side. So they would just, and then you had Walder Frey who waited to see who was going to win before he joined.
That's right.
Picked the side or whatever. And so you don't know which way it's going to go. Probably. I don't really know how she's feeling right now at this moment. Maybe she's feeling like King's Landing is my home, so whoever takes the throne is who I'm going to be delivering these secrets for.
I just feel deeply in my heart. Yeah. I just feel deeply in my heart about this character that she got along so well with Daemon during the day when he was really being an a-hole, and they still friends now. I really, really think she's going to be supporting Rhaenyra and Daemon.
I mean, I think so too, but I just I have to stay kind of neutral because
nobody likes you neutral, okay? You are not a part that to be put in neutral. You understand me? Put you in low gear number 1, and you fly the hell around that mountainside, okay?
I'm only saying it because I know whose side she's gonna be on, but I don't.
Okay. Well, we don't want to spoil it too much for y'all.
Yeah.
Last but not least, for my lady Mysaria. Oh Lord, the king is dead. Ding dong, the king is dead. He's assuming he's given that prophecy of fire and ice. to Rhaenyra. He's having that
tonight.
discussion. And Allison is thinking that his dying last wish, ladies and gentlemen,
Yes.
is to put Aegon II on the throne. And we know how she's such a hypocrite, like a politician, where she's faith, she's duty booty. And now all of a sudden she's going to be all about her faith. And the thing that is going to drive her to get Aegon on that throne is because Viserys said, put Aegon on the throne. I love how they panned out of that scene, Miss K, and you saw that dagger, okay? You didn't see the fire and ice butter knife because it would have told the king, wake your dead ass up. You can't trust Allison. She's mistaken your words. So how did you like the way they ended this episode, Miss K?
First, I'm gonna get to this chick right here, but I like the fact that it sounded like he said my love and then he died. Right?
He
like
did
it
say
said,
my
as
love.
if he could see Ama. And I was like, oh, you know, so he can die like I'm tired and I'm just ready to come home to you, girl. So now as far as her, right?
Oh Lord.
Allison.
My hair. Every time you do something crazy.
Sorry.
Messed up my wig.
I mean, I
Talk to me
can't
about
with this
Allison.
chick. I can't with her. Like, first of all, okay, I made this point that she know good and daggone well, first and foremost, that this man is doped up and he's out of it. You cannot take into account what somebody said and try to hold it as a royal decree or the last final thing that they say when they're doped up. Second of all, you know daggone well that your son Aegon is not the only Aegon in the Targaryen dynasty. So how the heck you know he was talking about your son? And third of all, if he wanted Aegon to rule, why didn't he say what he wanted before he went to bed or that day when he called everybody to supper, when he had his whole mind? I'm sorry. He mentioned to her on the steps, I want to make everything right. I don't want milk with a poppy because I want to make everything right. Like I need my mind cleared. I don't need nothing clouding my judgment. So if you heard him say that, why the heck would you think that? Why wouldn't he do that when he did it? If you remember Game of Thrones when Robert Baratheon was dying and he was in pain and all that, but before he got the milk of the poppy, he told Ned Stark everything that he wanted.
He did.
Right? Now give me something for the pain and let me die.
Right.
If Viserys wanted it to change, he would have had it changed.
He would have.
And then he literally just was sat on the freaking throne for one last time to say, this is a matter of succession that was already handled. It goes to Viserys. Like, I don't understand this. So I'm really pissed off with this chick. I'm tired of her. And I just cannot wait until the wrath comes upon this freaking family, yo.
The wrath? Wait a minute. The wrath is going to come. With Miss K, this family has got some powerful dragons.
Everybody's gonna suffer, but I'm just saying, like, I can't wait to when I see their side suffer, I'm just gonna be like, yes.
So this is the part nobody can figure out with Allison hypocritical ass. You just left a meeting of the Iron Throne when he restated the correct way for succession. He just restated it.
Right.
He's putting Rhaenyra's son at Driftmark because Rhaenyra is next in line to be on the throne. That's the proper way to follow
exactly.
He just told you that, and he also said to you, I'm not on the milk of the poppy because I need to be in my right mind.
Yes. And somebody just lost a quarter of their 3/4 of their head for this whole situation.
Right. But you in all your
I'm sorry, because Uncle Damon.
You and all your blissful faith, for some reason, think that he's just talking to you. And like Miss K said, how you know which Aegon he's talking about? Miss K, I wouldn't be surprised if the writers put that into part of what this Dance of the Dragon is going to be about. He said Aegon. Did he say Aegon the Second? Did he say Aegon the Third? Did he say Aegon the Conqueror? Who knows which Aegon he said because he was doped up on milk of the poppy.
Yep. It's just somebody said she just she heard what she wanted to hear exactly, and she knows that, and it's just like now she wants to take it and run with it, but it's like they know that they don't really have a leg to stand on as far as the decree goes, because that's not what he has said years ago.
Exactly.
So they
And Miss
got to do
K,
everything in secret and with conspiracy.
right. And Miss K, in the trailer, if you haven't watched it yet, he's locking up Team Black in their damn bedrooms because they know they wrong. Why would you lock them
Exactly.
in the bedroom if you was doing the right thing by his death? Okay, there's no
Right.
point in locking them in the bedroom. He made a point to send Christian Cole punk ass down there with one of those Eric twins to lock everybody that's Team Black in their
Mm-hmm.
bedroom. And I'm sitting here saying, Rainies, you still got a window. Take your ass out that window and figure out what's going on and get some words out to Dragonstone or wherever, Driftmark, wherever you need to get them, because the
Yeah.
coup is going down, my sweetie. And you know, Rainies has got to know they don't lock you in the room for nothing.
Right.
You know,
Something's
so
going on. They
something
trying
is
to
going on.
hide. They want to conspire, make sure
Oh,
hide the king's death
yeah.
and all that.
Oh, good Lord. Make
Unbelievable.
a mess. So, ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen, that is our recap for this episode. This crew will be back. You might see the Lady Valerian. You might see the Hood Targaryen again Friday. You never know. You just got to show up and see. We'll be back Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. Hopefully, we'll have Lexa Targaryen back in the building as well. But before
Yeah.
we go, Miss K, let's read 2 comments. You picked out some good comments. So let me read. Nakia, love that name.
Yeah.
Allison is dumb. Why would he say to her in private what he didn't say in front of everyone else?
Exactly. Yep. That's
Thank
why
you.
I'm so annoyed. That's why when you say, do I have love for Allison? Do I feel sorry for her? Do I have compassion? No, no, and no. Not
Right,
ever.
right.
Sorry.
And then we've got the goddess, and they will have a lot of time to plot because Rhaenyra will go into labor and can't immediately return. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Please,
Mhm.
please, please, please! No, 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 no,
If
no!
they
We
if
can't.
they chose, I mean, if they choose to do it that way, because we see they're taking certain liberties.
Which is
So
cool.
yeah, and it's cool. It ain't
It's
going
cool.
away.
It's
It
cool.
ain't going
It's
away.
cool.
We were thinking with everything. So
Okay. And last but
gotta
not least,
see.
the big homie Maxima says, hopefully Rhaenyra start asking them what was the instructions about passing down the prophecy. Once they can't do that, war. Rhaenyra already know everything she need to know. She know.
Yeah, and
She know.
they're not gonna try to listen to her anyway, because their whole
Mm-hmm.
thing is they just want to have this guy on the throne, make all
Yes.
the preparations, do the coronation. Like they want to already
Yes.
have him in the seat so
Yes.
that when it comes
Yes.
time, it's nothing that they want it to be to a point where there's nothing you could do,
Except for
but it's
fight.
right.
Except for go to war. And
Yeah.
right now, Otto is feeling himself a little too much for me, Miss K. He really is.
Hmm.
Like
Yeah.
he's really feeling himself a little too much for me. He think that they got all the dragons, they got everything they need. But you know what? I can't wait to see him get his too. There's a lot of people that I can't wait to see them get the check that they asked done cashed. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm ready to see it all.
Can we name 5? Can you name 5?
Okay, Otto, Kristen Cole, Allison, Eamon. I want to see him get his. And the other one, I'm kind of torn between these two, but I'm gonna go ahead and say Larry Strong. That's my
Oh,
5.
you got all my 5. I was hoping you wouldn't say him so I could have somebody different, but that's really all my 5.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
I know it's wrong for us to talk about a cripple, but damn it, when you act like a
Oh,
cripple,
please.
we're gonna talk about your cripple ass.
Yeah.
You running around here doing side deals, killing your own family.
Right. And it's to no end though. Like it's like we don't even know your motivation behind anything. Because I
Nothing.
think I put on my channel, I said something about how I've decided that he has a mental illness, right?
Yeah.
Because and he's like obsessed with Allison. That's what I think, and he likes her, so he's
What?
just doing stuff for her. That's what I think, because he
What?
doesn't have no like motivation. Like there's no, you know how with Littlefinger you understood what he wanted.
Yeah,
It was all about power, and eventually I'm gonna get as close to the Iron Throne as possible.
Right.
But with Clubfoot, you don't know what the heck he wants, but you do know that he wants something from her. And I used to think that Otto had placed him there, but he keep going to her like, "Oh, you wanted the eye? If the eye is what you want, I'll get you the eye, you know. But don't forget to pay me back when I need."
What does he want as payment? I mean, dude,
he probably wants some, you know, righteous cookies.
Miss K, you want to talk about the definition of a simp? The definition of a simp is you going over and above defaming your name for someone who does not like you back, and you ain't even got the draws yet, Clubfoot.
Right.
You doing all this for her. You don't. She does not like you like that.
You done killed your brother and your father.
Yes.
All over some stuff she said. Now she said it, and then he went and did it, and she's like, "Oh, I didn't want that." Okay, well, don't be talking like that, because you see you dealing with a psycho, clearly.
Exactly. Right.
So I'm saying that I'm gonna stick to that, because there is no motive behind what this guy does. So I think he's not mentally there. Even when he speaks, like, you can just, like, he's given that. He's given I got screws loosed.
Well, I mean, Miss K, he is touched. He is touched, Miss K.
Yeah,
you know, if we was gonna put him on a school bus, it had 24 digits. Now let's just keep this thing 100. You know, he is touched. So let's just keep that thing real. But we need to know, what do he want? And I'm hoping it's not he want to get an Allison panty draw. Them panty draws ain't that good, bruh. It is not. Nobody's draws on the planet Earth is worth you killing your father and your brother, burning them.
No, they not. It's not, especially if you never even had him. Like, what the
heck? Right. Bruh, it better not be no Allison.
Where his fascination came from her for her, I don't know. She's so uninteresting.
There's got to be something else he wants. Okay, like he might want to be the hand to Aegon II, something like that.
But even if you think about it, right? We haven't even seen him lately.
We're gonna see him next week.
So that's even more of a reason why you're like, what do you want, guy?
Miss K, and sad to say it, we're gonna see him next week, and he's doing another favor for Allison.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's all about Allison. It's Allison, because look, if he wanted power, he could just go straight in and I don't know, like, I'm willing to do whatever. Otto would take care of him. What? Otto would take care of him. He's a part of a noble house. You know what I'm saying? So I don't.
He's probably the leader of that noble house now, don't you think?
Yeah, he should be Lord of Harrenhal now.
Yeah.
You know, but it doesn't even seem like he's claimed the seat, really. I don't even think he lives there.
No, because he stay at King's Landing so much. I think he's got a pillow somewhere down there where Mysteria is at, somewhere hiding in the dark, lurking around and shit. Like, you know what I want to see? This is gonna sound real bad. I want to see a brawl break out, and I want to see Mysteria whip his ass. That's who I want to see beat him up. I want to see Mysteria
beat the other leg.
Yeah. First of all, I want her to cheat, okay? Because when you're fighting somebody with special needs, you're never supposed to take their need and use it against them. I want to see her grab him by his club foot and just step on it.
Yeah.
Where you think you're going?
Oh, well, play dirty. It don't matter. You try to be up in here. Ain't nobody feels sorry for you, okay?
Right. This is a Game of Thrones. Do you hear me?
Exactly.
And you done burnt somebody up. So, bruh, all jokes on the table now.
Exactly.
I was gonna be nice to your ass. I was gonna be nice to your little tink ass. But when you go and burn somebody, when you go burn your daddy and your brother, all jokes is on the table. So if I decide to get me one of the okay, ladies and gentlemen, enough of this. Okay, gotta get out of here.
We gotta go.
We will see you guys on Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Be sure to come back and see us. Share us, subscribe to Miss K's channel. Let your friends know there are some great Black nerds putting out content that deals with House of the Dragon. Till that next Sex is Hell video, we'll see you.
See you guys.
See ya.
Yes, cut off the good leg.